This is me, 20 minutes being in the sun. I don't think Ashkenazis are from sunny areas. I don't know. What do y'all think? I don't know. Somebody tells me that my ancestral DNA is not from Palestine. I don't know. Something about, I don't know, maybe.
Shalom. Shabbat Shemot. I'm back with a short lesson. Before I get started, I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of that great millstone bringing out this truth. And shalom to the hopeful elect, which includes 144,000 rest elect out there scattered around the world, including those speckled bird Israelites who may look like the other nations but are not. Shalom. So you just saw the video of the gentleman out there in the sun. He said he had just been out there for 20 minutes. So there's no way them Ashkenazi people from Israel. That's what he said. All right? And we all know that's to be true. All right? They're not from there. Okay? They didn't undergo the Egyptian captivity. All right? And you look at him, you can see the redness on his skin. You can see that pale skin with the tinge color of blood showing through it. All right? Right there. So their own tongues are falling on themselves. Let's see, where were we? This is Genesis chapter 25. Says verse 23. And Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one person shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. So these 2 different nations, okay? So they're going to be different from each other, all right? You're not going to be the same. One going to be stronger than the other. So the younger is going to be stronger than the older. And when her days to be fulfilled were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. All right. The first came out red, all over like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau. So that's that pale skin that you can see the blood through. All right. Like you just saw in the man at the beginning of this video. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. All right. So Jacob was ultimately exiled from the land, but prophecy tells us that these Edomites would be in the land. All right. This is Genesis 36 and 35. And it says, therefore, thus said Yahweh of power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. All right, so that land is occupied by the so-called Arabs and the so-called Edomites, these Amalekites, okay? That is what's going on right now. And according to prophecy, like we see here, and what Yahweh Shai said, Jerusalem shall be trodden down with the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. All right, and the time of the Gentiles ain't going to be fulfilled until Yahweh Shai comes back. This is their time for rulership. All right, so if we go back to that statue in Daniel, all right, you have the Syrio-Babylonian Empire, then you had the Medo-Persian Empire, then you had the Greeks, then you had the Roman, and now you have this revived Roman Empire right now. All right. We're at the toes. All right. We're at the end of this thing. Now we're waiting for that great stone, Yahweh Shai, to come down and wreck shop and destroy all these kingdoms of this earth, take Esau out of power. All right. Because the scriptures tells us, let's get it. Let's see. 2 Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So Esau's running this world. All right. At the end of this thing, he's running it. All right. But Jacob's going to be running the world that is to come, and the saints shall take the kingdom. All right. So we go to Job 9 and 24. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right. So who else could confuse the whole world except the world was given into his hand? All right. And we know that the Most High rules in the kingdom of men, and he set it up who he will, even the base of the men. And right now, he had the base of the men set up because he has something to do. Esau Edom is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's sport. All right. Then that sword has been used to do a lot of things, um, you know, throughout all the centuries. But that's who that is over there in the Holy Land. All right, that's the prophecy that they fit. They don't fit the prophecies of being the Israelites. All right, because you go ask them, they'll be like, "Oh yes, we always knew who we were. I could trace it back all the way here, all the way to this tribe, this and that." That means you're not the people, man. Job 17:4, you're gonna be cut off from your heritage. The true Israelites, they're not gonna do that like that. This is Job 17:4. Jeremiah 17:4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knewest not, for you have kindled a fire by anger, which shall burn forever. And that's where we at. All right. Now we coming back into this wise counsel. We learning who we are. All right. We know who our enemies are. All right. We recognize it. We understand who who all these heathen nations are. So we have that understanding. We have that true wisdom of how this world works. Okay. Who is controlling everything? The prophets, the hopeful elect. That understanding was given to them. All right. Now, other people can see some things like this gentleman. He could be like, no, this don't make no sense. I go out in the sun in 20 minutes and I'm refried beans. How the hell them people go city from over there? They from the same place I'm from. This ain't making no sense. I gotta wear sunscreen and cover up and stuff like that. How can they be the people? All right. That's why they always at war with everybody, just fighting. All right. Now, Bashim Yahshai say what? I'll have war with Amalek from generation to generation. All right? And Amalek got an army. The Israelites, they ain't got no army. The regular Israelites, they can't go out there and fight toe-to-toe with Esau, Edom like that. All right? Well, Salakia, just take that back. Some of the northern kingdom, like Mexico, they got their troops. But they still can't go to toe-to-toe with Esau. And the chief tribe, we definitely ain't got our army like talking like that. All right, especially most of us here in Babylon the Great, we can't go out there and, do anything with this man. But the Israelites, there's a company of nations. So, maybe out there in Africa, they probably got some countries that are full of Jake. They got their military and stuff too, but still they can't go They can't go toe to toe with Esau Edom because he was blessed with the sword. All right, and that's how he was able to take the world the way he did. By thy sword thou shalt live, and that's how this man truly lived. All right, and that's how we can recognize who he is because he's the one doing it. If not, where and who is he? All right, he did all of these things. He made the earth tremble. He dropping them bombs. We've identified the devil, all right? And the devil is pale, but you can see his blood through his skin. That's just what it is. So this man was spot on, all right? And this is what the prophets have been telling you. That their own tongues will go fall on themselves, all right? They know that those people over there in the Holy Land aren't the true people. They know. The whole world knows. But it's going to be definitive when Yahweh Shem Shai comes back. Y'all going to know it before that because y'all going to see what Yahweh Shai, what Yahweh Shai does for his people while they wait on him during Jacob's trouble. So, hope this little short lesson was edifying. I want to say, call Allah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Mekakodash. Shalom Yasharallah.